And welcome back to my Let's Play of Pool of Radiance. Once again, I am AuldDragon, and let's get this show on the road. Alright, I'm outside some shops, and here is an inn. It'll cost you 1 platinum piece to rest here. It's expensive. Alright, do you want to stay? Yes. Who will pay? Okay, now this is the only place you can camp inside of town. The reason I'm doing this now is because I want to make sure that I memorize spells before I get into combat. Combat with anything, go with Bless, Cure Light Wounds, and Detect Magic on my cleric. And then I've got 2 wizards basically. Sleep. Yep. And another sleep. Okay, so I've memorized I've set my spells to memorize. Now I need to actually rest. Luckily, it automatically tallies up how long you need to rest for your spells, and then you just hit R for rest, and it goes through and memorizes all your spells. So obviously, you don't want to go fighting stuff without any spells. But let's go ahead and save it since I've done some stuff. I don't want to quit to DOS. Okay. And back in town. Another thing you can do, this is a tavern. You're in a tavern. The air is filled with smoke and gossip. People are gambling at the tables. Does anyone want to gamble? No. You overhear Tavern Tale 6. Again, and to be fair, this is also so that they didn't need to, spend time and, space saving all these, all this text in the actual game itself, which at the time probably would have ballooned the size of it fairly considerably. Okay, Tavern Tale 6. A weird-looking wizard dressed all in black sits alone and mumbles into his beer. I'll return next time and show them all. Yeah, whatever kind of thing, Alright. You can sometimes get into combats here. They're usually pretty tough, so you want to avoid it if you can. Anyway. This is the training hall. I obviously have no experience, so it's not much point. There isn't much point in going there right now. Anyway, you're at the gateway to the unsettled areas. The city watch eyes you suspiciously. So, anyway, this is the entrance to the slums. So, let's go ahead and get this show on the road, get started. You have entered the monster-crawling slums of Flan. Small, ugly things scurry from beneath your feet. In the distance, an alarm sounds. So this first part of the game is basically, clear the slums. Fight the monsters, kill them off, take their treasure, and hope you don't die in the process. Anyway, as I mentioned, I have maxed out my stats to 18, so the random encounters will be quite a bit harder, and I need to defeat 10 of them, in addition to all the set encounters, to clear the slums. So, just wandering around. Well, let's look at what's in the store. Ooh, orcs. Several orcs are arguing over some papers. And a battle just begins. It doesn't tell you that it begins, it just begins. So anyway, here you see my party, my bland party. And only 4 orcs. Like I said, this is set encounter. Nice and easy. And there's not much point in using my sleep spells right now. And they're orcs, they can't do a whole lot to me, so I'm taking all my characters into melee combat. It would be really nice if my guys would actually hit, though. I'll probably end up pausing it for any of the random encounters, just because there really isn't much point in you all sitting through and watching me go through random encounters. If there's something, you know, interesting or special about them, then maybe I'll you know, view the enemies first, and you can see what they're like. But I think for just set encounters, I'll play through them, and then the random encounters, I'll just pause the video. Anyway, so now we're done guard. Okay. Continue battle? No. 77 experience points. Yay, the party has won. Let's see what kind of treasure they had. 96 silver. Not shabby. Ah, clerical scroll with 2 spells. And share out the money. Now, so this is essentially my first piece of real treasure. No, my hands are full. Later games allow you to actually equip the clerical scrolls without having to... Oh, it takes 2 hands to equip a clerical scroll? So, cure light wounds, cure light wounds. No, nothing earth-shattering, but you know, nice at a low level. So, alright, back outside, and you see that the sky turned a nice, lovely shade of light blue. Cyan, I guess. So now you've seen the very first encounter. Ooh, and now we see the very first random encounter. You spy a group of seedy-looking orcs. So, again, I can combat, wait, flee, parley. Let's parley. You're conversing with a party of orcs. And you have different options. Haughty, sly, nice, meek, abusive. Let's be meek. Please, orcs, don't hurt us. We're just poor innocent humans. The leader speaks. The boss don't allow your kind in his territory. Leave now or we'll have to run you in. What do? Fight, stay, leave, or run? I have to clear 10 of these anyway, so let's fight. Battle begins. So here is a random patrol of orcs. It's just 8 of them. So, nothing fantastic. I'm going to pause the video while I take care of them, and when I come back, and I need to remember not to hit the pause button while I'm speaking. Sorry about that. Okay, so the party has won. Each character receives 21 experience points. Woohoo! So, again, a fair amount of silver. But no items. I guess they were punching us. Weird. Okay, continue on. Now I'm in a little building. It's kind of a convoluted slums. I mean, there's like no straight streets or anything. It's weird. Ooh, door's locked. I could bash it or I could pick it. Let's try picking it. Okay, that didn't work. So now I have no option to pick it. So let's bash it. Woohoo! Oh, a healthy-looking goblin is instructing a group of young warriors. He smiles and says, "I see our opponents have arrived." Battle begins. Again, set combat. So, alright, I can't get out, so I'm going to delay her. As you see, I used some arrows in that last battle. Now I could cast a sleep spell, but just goblins. They're not really much of a threat, so I think I'll just take them out. It's a fair number of them. You see the, oh, I guess I should actually show you what they are. See, Goblin Guard, the Goblin Leader. It's weird, the Goblins have equipment, whereas the Orcs didn't. It just strikes me as very, very odd. So, fighting can be fairly repetitive in this game. especially when the enemies aren't, if the enemies aren't much of a challenge. When you start encountering dragons and stuff like that, that's when you, actually you really won't encounter dragons in this game. Things like trolls and the occasional wyvern, they can be rather challenging. And then you need to, that's when you need to plan out what you're going to do. In addition, obviously this is a role-playing game. The final enemies are pretty tough, and they will take quite a... Oh, he surrendered. Quite a bit of strategy and planning. Oops. I didn't want to do that. How do I continue? Alright. And we'll get some treasure. Share out whatever money there was. Now, I kind of want to detect magic, but actually I think I'll just take the armor. I can sell it later. But see, there was only one goblin guard, and yet there's 2 shields, so I'm kind of thinking that there might have been some magic in there. See, I can view the area here. What I'll probably do when I run out of time is I will oh, let's bash it. Actually, I know I can make it through that way. Save it, run back to town, sell off stuff, and then come back to this point. Another locked door. Bash it. This room is dirty and has a strong and unpleasant odor. Ooh. Yeah. Look what's in here. You've entered a very unclean stable. There is evidence that a large and untidy animal had lived here. Now, as you see, I got this bit of text, but I know that there's treasure in this room, because I've played this game so often before. So I'll use the look command. You find a long leather bag. Will you open it? Yes. Party has found treasure. I never understood getting experience points for finding magic items and stuff like that. It didn't seem really experience point worthy. Anyway, arrows and a short bow. And monies. Oh, my first gems. You can appraise them and sell them for money. They're not as valuable as jewelry. Eventually, it'll be like, oh, I've got 500 gems, I don't need any more, I'll just take the jewelry from this battle, kind of thing. So, anyway, I'm actually running low on time, so, I think I'll camp and save it. And, I think we'll stop here for the day, and, I'll see you again soon. I hope you've enjoyed watching my Let's Play so far, and yeah, feel free to comment on the game so far, or what you think, or if you'd like me to do this slightly differently or anything like that. So I will see you next time. Goodbye.